Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of Don't Miss This on Paris Underground Radio. I'm your host, Jennifer Garrity, with a quick roundup of the best of what's happening in Paris this week. This week's edition of Don't Miss This covers the week of Sunday, December 5th through Saturday, December 11th, 2021. Oh, the weather outside is frightful. Luckily, we're in arguably the most beautiful city in the world, so I've got some eye candy to counterbalance the rain and hail of this past week. First, we find ourselves in the heart of Paris, where, from now through January 2nd, 2022, Hotel de Ville will transform into an enchanted forest. Bright snowflakes will be projected onto City Hall thanks to video mapping, while Christmas music plays. Peek into the windows at the base of the building and you may discover wild animals who come to life before your very eyes. Back outside, you'll find a forest of Christmas trees and display cases featuring pretty wooden animals carved by the lumberjacks of the city of Paris. Go for a free ride on wooden horses on one of the two carousels, or if you're feeling more adventurous, you can go sledding or climbing on a snow-capped mountain. Lest you feel hungry or thirsty, fear not. You'll also find wooden chalets filled with pretzels, waffles, mulled wine, and other Christmas delicacies, as well as local products marked with the Made in Paris label. Santa Claus has also carved out time, get it, to make an appearance Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and then daily during winter school vacation. For more information, including hours for Santa and the various activities, head to paris.fr. From the Hotel de Ville, let's continue our stroll down Rue de Rivoli until we get to Place de la Bastille. You remember the Colonne de Juillet, or July column, in the center of the place? We talked about it in the episode from the week of October 24th through October 30th, and I told you about how the necropolis inside is now open to the public for the first time ever. If you're interested, go back and listen to that episode. But I digress. From now through December 26th, the column will glow blue each night amidst a blue enchanted forest. The column will be surrounded by wooden chalets displaying sweet and savory Christmas sweets. There will be a carousel free of charge from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., and somehow Santa Claus will clone himself and also make an appearance on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and then every day during school holidays. Let's venture off a little farther into the 20th arrondissement, to Pere LaChaise, for the Pere LaChaise Porte Ouverte. For more than 30 years, Les Ateliers du Pere LaChaise Associés has created these Portes Ouvertes to showcase the talent of the artists in the area. This year, on December 4th and 5th, from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m., 17 artists will present their work and talk about their artistic techniques. You'll find photography, engraving, sculpture, artists' books, watercolor, paintings, and ceramics, and you'll get to know their creators. You can even purchase the art if you find something you particularly love. In addition, they've created a map with a path that will lead you through backyards, workshops, courtyards, and artists' studios into spaces usually closed to the public. Please head to apla.fr for more information and to download the map. From here, let's head to Italy. Although, well, I can't be bothered to keep up with the latest travel restrictions, so let's bring Italy to us. On December 5th and 6th, the 5th annual Vini di Vignoli, the Italian wine growers' fair, settles into Espace Paradis in the 10th arrondissement. More than 50 Italian wine growers will showcase the wine from their regions while sharing their stories and expertise. Their guiding principle is, quote, whether in the cellar or in the vineyards, the winemaker says what he does and does what he says. And while Italian wine is great, it would be a shame not to pair it with some delicious Italian food. Luckily, they've got us covered, and you'll find organic Italian food for you to sample. In addition, you'll find a wine designers exhibition. The Vini di Vignoli will take place from December 5th to 6th, with Sunday open to the public and Monday reserved for professionals. Tickets are €15 for a one-day pass. For more information, please go to vinidivignoli.fr. That's VINIDIVIGNAIOLI.fr. If you've been to the Musée de l'Orangerie recently, you'll have seen the Chaim Soutine Willem de Kooning exhibition, which will be ongoing through January 10th, 2022. However, on Wednesday, December 8th, the Orangerie will host Curieuse Nocturne, Fou de Soutine, or A Curious Nighttime, Crazy for Soutine. This event will begin at the end of the museum's usual closing time of 7 p.m. and continue on until 11 p.m. Throughout the evening, you'll have a chance to take guided tours and listen to discussions about the relationship between Soutine and de Kooning, a relationship that was said to be cursed. Students from the Louvre will help you appreciate the masterpieces on display, as well as the bond that unites these painters. As if that weren't enough, pianist and electronic music producer Mishka Blanos will fill the famous Water Lilies room with 3 experimental concerts. Mishka's music combines conservatory influences with jazz, electronic music, and film. Better still, this event is completely free of charge. That being said, health passes are required, and due to COVID restrictions, reservations must be made in advance. For more information, please head to musée-orangerie.fr. That's musee-orangerie.fr. From one museum to another, let's turn now to the Mayol Museum, where from Thursday, December 9th through May 29th, 2022, you'll find a large format retrospective of the most beautiful photographs by Steve McCurry. The exhibition, Le Monde de Steve McCurry, offers a retrospective of the photographs of the famous contemporary American photographer, probably most well known for the portrait of the young Afghan girl with green eyes that hauntingly graced the cover of National Geographic in 1985. Steve is known for venturing into conflicted areas and endangered cultures in pursuit of his art. His exotic photographs contain a complex universe of experiences and emotions, from Afghanistan to India, Southeast Asia to Africa, Cuba to the United States, and Brazil to Italy. For the very first time in Paris, you'll find more than 150 of Steve's photos printed in large format, including recent work and unpublished photos never before seen by the public. For more information, including ticketing, please head to museemayol.com. That's museemaillol.com. Also on Thursday, December 9th, the Diocese will present the plans for the interior and liturgical redevelopment for Notre-Dame de Paris. The first phase of the renovation, following the fire in April 2019, was completed this summer at a cost of 165 million euros. It included the dismantling of the scaffolding that was in place during the fire, the removal of the large organs, cleaning test sites in 2 chapels, the installation of wooden hangers under the flying buttresses, clearing and sorting. The second phase of the restoration will begin this winter and will cover the wooden framework, lead roofing, stone cutting, masonry, carpentry, painting, gilding, artistic ironwork, stained glass windows, and sculptures. The end of the work is scheduled for 2024. The next day, the Notre-Dame de Paris Christmas market will be unveiled across the street at Square Viviani. This small Christmas market combines gastronomy and handicraft and local products, crafted exclusively by artisans and creators. This market will be in place from December 10th to the 26th, and for more information, please head to marché-de-Paris-Notre-Dame.fr. That's marcé-de-Paris-Notre-Dame.fr. Let's hop back over the river to the 8th arrondissement, where, from December 10th to the 12th, Amazon is setting up an ephemeral projection room at Place de la Madeleine called Prime Video Club. You'll be able to discover the Prime Video catalog in private screening rooms, whether you're a current subscriber or not. And thank God, because how else would you ever hear about Amazon? You'll also find a dubbing studio set up on site to help you better understand this craft and to test out your own dubbing skills. The event is free, but health passes and reservations are required. For more information, including the full lineup, please head to primevideoclub.fr. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. And we're back. While I enjoyed our earlier trip to Italy, let's go a little farther afield and head to Japan with the Japanese market Shizen at the Recyclerie. You'll find 25 exhibitors along the Petite Ceinture on Saturday, December 11th and Sunday, December 12th, showcasing products from the land of the rising sun, including food, crafts, literature, illustrations, pastries, ceramics, tea, decor, and sake taffy. As if that weren't enough, you can immerse yourself fully in the Japanese culture thanks to a Japanese brunch, workshops, film projections, and DJ sets from the esteemed Japan Connection Festival. Entrance is free. For more information, please head to Facebook and search for Shizen number 2. That's SHIZEN number 2. If what you really crave is to go back in time, make your way to La Folie at La Villette for Crush On, a vintage Christmas market that brings together eco-responsible thrift stores. With approximately 20 booths on hand, you'll find plenty of clothing, including exhibitors' hand cycling lab, which retouches each of the pieces offered for sale, rolling frip, back to the style, and a French football shop, which specializes in soccer jerseys. And because no Christmas market is complete without a little razzmatazz, you'll also find manicurist Joe Carousel and dental jewelry from Space Gems, while DJs spin. For more information, please head to alafolie.paris. ALAFOLIE.Paris. Let me ask you a serious question. If there's something strange in your neighborhood, who are you going to call? On Saturday, December 11th and Sunday, December 12th, you can get your ghost busting on by heading to the conciergerie and partaking in a mystery game. From the Middle Ages to the Revolution, the conciergerie bore witness to many fraught events in the history of France. Such dark activities leave traces. Perhaps because of this, there have been some strange phenomena observed in the Gothic vaults and dark dungeons of the conciergerie, which may very well be haunted. So now, it's up to you. You'll play an expert from the Extrasensory Investigations Agency, whose mentor has asked them to come and conduct an investigation. But watch out. These paranormal activities cannot be made public, so your investigation must be conducted quickly and discreetly. This new immersive game has been created by La Petite Main Theatre Company. The first 2 dates are scheduled for the weekend of December 11th and 12th, but other dates are expected to be added to the calendar in January. If you're brave enough to embark on this paranormal investigation, head to paris-conciergerie.fr. That's paris-conciergerie.fr. Tickets are €27. The investigation should last about 2 hours and is recommended for ages 14 and up. If you're more into magic than the macabre, venture a little further outside of Paris to Versailles, where the Palace of Versailles will unveil its Parcours du Roi, or King's Tour. When night falls and most visitors return home, the castle comes alive. From 6 p.m. on, Baroque musicians, dancers, singers, fencers, and actors from the Compagnie de Danse L'Aventaille, the Folie Françoise, and the Midnight Première Company will immerse you in the royal court. The performance will guide you from the Salon d'Hercule to the Queen's Chamber and through the Hall of Mirrors, where the outdoor fireworks display will help illuminate the room, to the grand finale in the Gallery of Battles, where a Baroque Santa Claus awaits you, obviously. The Parcours du Roi will last about an hour and 10 minutes and be performed on selected dates from Saturday, December 11th through December 30th. For more information, including ticketing and scheduling, please head to chateauversailles.fr. That's CHATEAUVERSAILLES.fr. In Paris Underground Radio news, a big thank you to Marshall Wiggins for their review of Paris Cachet. Marshall said, quote, "Fun and informative storytelling. Writer Lily Heisey's podcast is a treat. A perfect snapshot of the hidden history of Paris, told in an engaging manner." End quote. Thank you so much, Marshall Wiggins. You can find the full first season of Paris Cachet on the ParisUndergroundRadio.com website. To have your review featured on this podcast, please leave a review for any of the 12 podcasts on the Paris Underground Radio, but especially don't miss this, thank you very much, on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to this show. Well, that's it for this week's roundup of Don't Miss This. I hope this week treats you well. If you enjoyed this roundup, please tell a friend. If you venture out to any of the events mentioned in this podcast, please let me know and tag Paris Underground Radio on Facebook or Instagram. And if you think you have an event we should know about, please feel free to email me at hello@parisundergroundradio.com with the subject line, Don't Miss This. I'm your host, Jennifer Garrity. You can find me on all socials at Jennyphoria, JennyPhoria. Don't Miss This is produced by me for Paris Underground Radio. For more on Don't Miss This and shows like it, please go to parisundergroundradio.com. Thank you so much for listening, and happy exploring!